What's up, everybody? Today, let's take a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Venompool. Before I open them up, I do want to take a look at the package. On the front, there is the Deadpool logo. A big window showing the figure on top. The Deadpool logo. Again, well, I guess this is actually the name. On the side, pretty promotional shots. Deadpool logo on the back. Same promotional shot with a bio. Venompool Marvel Legends. Then on the bottom, barcode. So, let's get this big boy open. Getting the Venompool out of package, I think it's pretty obvious that this is 100% reuse of the previous one, but the reds are a lot brighter, the black may be a little bit different, and the tongue might be different than the previous one, and the previous one will be somewhere over here. But they did a nice job texturing the arms and the torso and the legs. It has a costume, almost like Kevlar look to it. Almost like how Deadpool looked in the movies, I want to say, with the texture. But then they did a really nice job stitching it together, like the costume fell apart and you had to put it back together when he turned into Venom, into the Venom mode. You can see it, eyes stitched onto the head, and then obviously the black parts stitched onto the red parts, so basically anywhere. So on the arms, on the thighs, on the torso, you can see some silver stitched on, so they did a good job making it look like it's separate pieces that he had to put together. And then the belt, obviously it looks a lot like the Deadpool belt with the Deadpool logo, with the strap in the front and the strap in the back. This handle part, or not handle, these sword covers, those do snap on and they come off pretty easily. And then there's these oval shapes going down the back, almost like where his spine is, like his spine sticking out of the costume. And then there's these silver bands around his ankles and wrists, showing maybe he was locked up. I don't really know a lot about Venompool. And then there's a pocket on his thigh and more pockets going around on his belt, on his strap. The eyes are whited out. I don't know if that's different. And then the jaw is a little bit flexy, so you can move it back and forth. So it's not articulated, but like if you want to like squeeze it tighter or open it up more, you can do that with the Venompool. But overall, it really does just look like a hulked out, beefier, bigger version of Deadpool, which is exactly what it looked like in the comics. Disproportionate body to legs with the massive body, and then the tinier legs is also accurate. But fingernails aren't painted. I don't know if that's the look, or I think the nails should be black on this one. I can't say that for certain. Double jointed elbows, I haven't tested this out. They do move pretty smoothly. Most of the time the double jointed elbows are a pain, like the Juggernaut. And then the double jointed knees are nice. Oh, and there's some more like stitching, like where the costume seam line is. You can see the seam line is pinned, because obviously this was based off of the older look, but it looks newer compared to the old one. Like the old one had a lot of the old paints were darker. Now Hasbro's moved to lightening the colors up. Looks like there's some scarring on his forearm here, and nice vein work, maybe a little bit more scarring there. And then there does look to be a difference in the reds compared from the pecs to the abs. There's just a different sheen. I think you can see it. It comes up almost orange on camera compared to this definite red. But overall, aesthetic-wise, Venompool is a really nice looking figure. Height-wise, Venompool stands at about, say about 8¼ inches to the top of his head, which does put him a good ways taller than the 80th anniversary retro carded Deadpool. Here he is compared to the Amazon exclusive 3-pack Venom and the 80th anniversary Toxin. Comes off tall compared to Venom, and also taller than the Toxin, but that may be because Toxin is hunched over more. And then here he is towering over Hot Claws and Astonishing Wolverine. Articulation wise, there is a hinge up into a ball which allows to look up some, down some. Not enough room for tilt, but there is swivel, and then there is a peg in the arm that allows to rotate all 180 degrees with a big hinge that allows to go up to about 90. Swivel at the bicep with single jointed elbows goes up to about 90. Swivel in the gripping hands, but his more open expression hands has a hinge to it as well. There's an ab crunch that allows him to look down, look up, not a big amount, and there is swivel at the waist. Ball at the hip does allow him to kick forward, kick, back, and kick out some. Doesn't kick out a lot though. There's a swivel at the thigh. Double jointed knees allow him to go up almost all the way. And then the hinge at the foot allows him to kick back, kick forward, and then there is some pivot to the foot. Accessory wise, Venompool comes with the 2 grippy hands that he came with in the packaging. He has a left and a right open clawed hands, and there you can see the nails aren't painted. And then he comes with 2 massive katanas that can go in his sheath, or he can hold them. Here's Venompool with his 2 katanas. They are a bit tight to get into the hand, but that just means they won't fall out as easily. Quick update, the reason why his hand wasn't moving back and forth is because there's actually an up and down hinge for the gripping hands that I didn't realize. And then here's Venompool with his 2 open hands. Don't think I'll be displaying him with them, but it's nice to have options. So at the end of the day, I like this figure a lot more than I thought I would. I really thought it was going to fall apart because this is reusing the same part as the previous Venompool Build-A-Figure. But, I mean, it doesn't. It stayed intact for the entire review. So if you like this review, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and keep collecting.